Hello, my miracles, and welcome to another Coffee and Crime, episode 43, Buried. We're going to jump right into it, so grab your coffee and let's talk some crime. Esmerelda Gonzalez was a 24-year-old woman living in the bright lights of Las Vegas. She was reported to be a popular adult glamour model and had more than 300,000 followers on Instagram. On May 31st of this year, Esmerelda's brother went to her home and found it ransacked, and her nowhere in sight. Suffering from a host of mental illnesses, her brother knew he had to contact the police and report his sister missing immediately. On October 8th, an anonymous tip was called into the police. In a desert near Las Vegas, a wooden and concrete structure was buried. Upon digging up the structure, what was inside? A 250-gallon water tank, a plastic tarp, and blankets with white tape wrapped around the head and neck of a body. Through DNA and jewelry found on the body, Esmerelda Gonzalez was finally found. What happened to Esmerelda? The day before her disappearance, witnesses reported that Esmerelda, quote, was dressed only in lingerie and high heels. Esmerelda's gait was unsteady and she appeared disoriented, end quote. Reports state that Christopher Prestipino, a 45-year-old felon working as a Las Vegas stagehand, had kidnapped her and held her in his home. He stated to a family friend that he got Esmerelda high on meth. He went on to say the female started acting bizarre and speaking in tongues. She tried to call the cops on him for the drugs he had at the house and gave her. He then tied her to a bedpost, injected her with pool cleaner, and strangled her. He was later caught on surveillance at a Home Depot, purchasing 2 boxes of deck screws, 2 tubes of WD-40 silicone lube, and 5 60-pound bags of concrete mix. 2 other suspects have been arrested as well, his roommate and girlfriend. If found guilty, they all could face life in prison. Another unnerving part was that Esmerelda and Prestipino lived on the same street. I want to make something very clear in this episode. Blame very often is put on women in the adult entertainment industry. Well, if she didn't work in that industry, she would be alive today. Or, what was she wearing? Maybe if she wasn't wearing that, she wouldn't get so much attention. No one, I mean no one, deserves a horrific and cruel death. Every crime that occurs, we always ask why. We never really get an answer. And that in itself is terrifying. Because in our own little worlds, we think darkness can never come in. But darkness is always there. And that is frightening. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee and Crime. And if you did and are not a miracle yet, click that subscribe button and watch a miracle happen. I will see you guys later on this week. Bye.